Abusia, I say a amazing TV. Mr. Like a video we not share, not offer in a be and share. So I've been to the beer, Fafa comment box in the Moya, Sa Ebeka, Nancy Winya and Johnny and channel, yeah. Muhammad did not subscribe for latest updates. Abusia said you win him now amazing, dear Echo so our young celebs on in channel. And I'm DB Abro, yes, the SC our Ghana no. And not me mouth with TBA. Abusia Jumadi, I wish Ay3 in one news. I wore amazing TV. So Mr. Mamayan started and Samno and far and free the same. Now you only the airport. If we are your bet was so our and several from Yansha dear Slim Buster, Ayeka, Ayeka, a fiash was nigger. And the mammy agrada who I will say, if we are your bet was so our and several from Yantis Slim Buster, I wore this side.
A man about a crime with these villages and Kofua a few other regions. I bet none crime and a man crime. I say, I hate talking about a first nigger. I hate talking about her. You know why? Because personally, I know her. When she came to, I've seen her several times. Namia and Adum and then Minima F and Namaya and Adum and a woman the color. I don't know where she got that color from. Young poor me from Tinimpua, Mammy Jane Condia, or no baby of Fino, Abrofo Fiho, you want the Johnsons, the Hansons, the Donaldsons. The Kumasins, the Nkurases3m year one bro for over and over. I mean, me call them to bet na one Nkurases3m for I got them water. Me call them to bet catch them for more. Me Jimmy, me a nice man like me, me a very handsome man like me. If I come in your behalf you, but these people can come and insult me. When you know what sorry do not say me, and I will say susu. Me mama a software me na boban me mama will meet to church anybody that knows me can someone knows me was sorry them. So when I see fake people, listen, you are fake and cause what's not a friend say baby I want to know we gave you that room just to play waba we be preacher Slim Buster we say there you're doing a research about no can you spell research for once with the next video about me and spell research. When do you spell investigation and then come
Abusia, yes, according to Slim Buster no or say a first was nigga monitor say a man for and my baby flag for emuno and that is so far more cause confusion greater Accra. Abusia mama yem free Slim Buster this way na yen so a brand your friend Arnold analysis be Arnold Asamoah Bedu analysis be at the afar Konfo ya wani businessman bia yesi ofri abrochire aba so far ya che businessman ya yesi wode ne ba ekwa diskaduri Arnold analysis bi e dia fa konfo no ene kire se dia course between konfo no and sa businessman you know Arnold analysis bi e dia fa na mesremo o ma ye hwe no this side like na say na afoforo enya bi enhwe.
So I'm just reading the police report nearby after the incident. Almost listed 4 pointers. Yeah. The first point I know was to tell us someone arrested 42-year-old businessman Ivan Sopon. The second point I know was actually to give props to the herbalist. So the suspect's arrest following information provided by a patriotic citizen to the police, and we are grateful. They're even expressing gratitude to the gentleman. And then the third point I know was to tell us and all that stuff. And the fourth one was to say suspect no businessman no is assisting with investigation. Now I'm looking at these 4 pointers and clearly it seems as if someone close to Bibia or herbalist no so. Now this is what I know based on experience and my little knowledge on crime related stuff. But you and I would agree to the fact that usually we know how many times I share ID on DSTV. But the crime see the partner the first person the targeting as a suspect a partner. Yes. Secondly, there are a lot of times a man for committed suicide or perceived to have committed suicide or major suicide note. Bishop can be no common heading or my draft suicide note na mom. So I can understand why this police reports were about, because I mean when you know who video now, the first inkling we get is to actually congratulate the gentleman. It's this way is actually Uji herbalist nephew. That's how I give the series of examples. Say Ukumwa. And recently I watched one ID. Crime be seen with you. Guess what? They'll fair police for 1 year reports, no. So we'll be committed crime
suspects. Wow.
Yes. It's like I expect to say reports no be investigation like I say every player will be under scrutiny. But then what they want to congratulate him, call him a patriotic citizen and all. That's fine. This is what breaks my mind. And yes, I born Abasu and all that stuff. But if you actually go through it, now person will raise the questions are you raise it. My first winning at this.
Abusia mesraw like some video we na yentie Arnold. They work and their far convoy any businessman ya is what the ba e kwa koji skaduri. Yentie the Arnold e can their far.
Say over the period no. And correct me if I'm wrong. Say oko bosom ho anasa oko binsini wana opibia. Ono no bet show based on the request how the be kono. Ono no bet show the request we no we na saw the ba. We na saw the ba. But in this instance it's like me na mako say kumiba mami na me nyisika. You understand what I'm saying? The second bit is obi kumiba no. That's huge. It's not an easy way one nature now to that point no. To actually come to that decision. That's a huge decision. Good.
It's only Abraham Kasai.
Sir, it takes a whole different mentality to actually say me bano air. Now this is my thinking. Before we take this decision, maybe I will make quick recommendation. Sir, we be to me say Jumuriamo. You know what I'm saying? And I say, you probably bit me or gentleman way home. Because you can't just get up and go to logic and say logic. Before you come to
Et said the omwe yo mukoto wi no untimi so re prekope say hey me pe wi ato ana mo nkyere me ba bia eton wi gise obi a kire wo say papa wi eton wi nti koton bi woni ho what ase just enti according to the Ayeka no opese wo kire say bu so ma yenti na e deep what ase
that decision when me say why you investigation say listen me person me you but when you bit me abo me when they tell you say go to logic
Maybe you're saying the kind.
Go to logic. Okay. Logic is that person who has the expertise in doing that.
Wow.
Before you actually make the move. Now I'm saying this assuming say and yet this thing like I say based on your request, no. Now I'm making the move. And before that I make such a critical move, it must have been based on a certain information.
And just to interject,
yes.
To me and voting and yes I move. Because you are in constant communication with Odinsin.
That's right.
No best request. So
exactly.
I get the point you are building.
Now the third one, once I'm watching the video, it's your bet when A plus mentioned it. Because with your cassette, I say, what should I do to? The police are already in the house.
They saw nothing wrong with that.
That's fine. My observation I made. So why your observation be? Name say police are already in the house.
So there was no
it's when you chose up and let's be fair, the man did not oppose anybody. Also like he was running or was still. So it's able to no.
That's threatening.
Exactly. Because it's not as if say what fair police and number you. They are already in that space. So what Bonnie also was working. Then the other bit, Woy3 video he was making a commentary. So yeah video because Ghana AI in our thinking the show movies at least sign a possible movies. But that excuse for me I felt it was lousy. Because your explanation to the reason you are doing the video and Gyai have misconception with team but you don't count as because you see you could have done a bit fair police and make it the report and all that without actually doing the video. And in his exuberance in doing the video, guess what he did? He actually put the little girl in harm's way.
Showing her face.
Exactly, showing her face, carrying her for life. As someone catching her calling, so Papa Beku. That's
Olympian Salah.
They tell me say conform the advert and now what the papa no what I say yes we share commentary or my and I made the herbalist man I made and the whole coronavirus advert and now what the man no HR and the Arnold episode which they say the Arnold exchange and say was say conform to me and abanteno adu sampen pensona it me say conform either say a neduma oye ena obi recommend mine no e de ma konfo no anase konfo na mu ena ka kire mine se onkofa ne ba ne mbra mani nkuno what you say yes interbusia according to Arnold money there or say anke was police for echi konfo ni be bat police for statement our mother aba out echi say omo congratulate konfo no echi say omo bona baso say omo abo why good patriotism was a good day and there e de ama wo mo ento aso ewo don little ene na Yeboah aside yes like it na share na afoforo enya bi enhwe ma me bi ede antena aya wo ye program bi na nse na Yeboah aba di na tem a chese enya ize ene wa ka a kire mu say sa ma mi aware ye andu chese some few months ene collapse ye yes abusia sa adidi atemi ni ahokro ne ba ena chese abrante friend don little wasi wo ba rescue antena mo ma yehwe ekwanya wo fa so a rescue antena mo e de afri na Yeboah ensem ewo ehase
na Yeboah ka be ma awai o de medium ni di watamen fale nya na jajimino amwa na jajimino obi adwuma o ye didi no wona na nka tweda na Yeboah ye ate a nka tweda ana unji obi atam se na no sekwe ada mami no motana mo mai ho se motano unse nipa so timi na ma na wo hia Bonsam
enu de so
unya ne hwe so na no koye we you just like that.
Yes my lord.
Na Yeboah Gyai sa de no in fact o ya me brother me no na eye adwuma baako
abusia like isa video we fama me why na share na yentie don little or born adwen e de akere abranti wase won wo ye disable wa na no kire se ma ne mbo na adwen
ade o ye na entweye ono so na adwuma o ye no e ade o ye enya ka ba na baba be de e ba be stop o mo na sa ba na be close o mo enya wo na wo be close o.
But my lord sir omuzo so no at least so omuzo to me kasa omu kobo ho kakra my lord omuzo de na be ka kire o
se na me ka se Ghana ya mra na emu aha no because bibi sa ka se e dia mami fi no because e dia me say me time
okay
wo se na Ghana na te ti se me se on se de bia me busy sa case toto felwa we na se mo de kwa himfie
okay ene na say my lord case nketo anu me imagine medi
obere
case nketo
sisi a o for me full steps
abusia yes we ane de don little so e kan de akere na Yeboah wase wono wote wono day in day out na asem a wo kan ya kire se wo baase o de emase edu wo atam sai nti ono nipa bisa no se obi be kan ma asem a enye wono na wase wo kan watch according to don little wase na Yeboah enye ono ene wase wo kan na de wo ye die o ya ye antena mo Bonsam yes o se die na Yeboah eye die o ya ye antena mo Bonsam a wono so wabo na adwen rofof e de akere wabo na adwen rofof e de akere na Yeboah me ma waso ate die e wo ye nso yi so far the way ene de